You're listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889.
Thank you for listening to Community Forum. My name's Johnny Chandler. I'm the owner of KCCC 930 AM and the host of Community Forum. And with me today, I have two wonderful young SENMC students who I've recently learned SENMC is called SENMC. Have you guys heard SENMC before? No. All right, so I want to introduce you to first. To my left, which means nothing to you because this is on the radio, I have Pearson. Pearson is a second-year student here at SENMC. To my right, also means nothing because this is radio, is Emily. Emily's also a second-year student, so we're going to get to know them a little bit, but we're mostly going to be talking about community education. Community education is a division within SENMC that does exactly what it explains, community education, right? There's not credit courses, but you can come in and learn a hobby, learn a skill, something that we typically do after normal business hours so the community can get involved. We also have robust summer programs when it comes to young people as well. And that's why Pearson and Emily are here, because they were fortunate enough to help us in community education with, Emily, what class was it?
The Little Scientist.
The Little Scientist, okay. And Pearson, did you guys only help out with the Little Scientist, or did you do other stuff as well?
We helped out for a day for the cooking activity for the kids.
All right, so before we get into what those actually were and what your all's role was, which one was messier?
The Little Scientist, most definitely.
Most definitely. What did you think, Emily?
Yeah.
Same, because I would think baking could be pretty rough too, right? If you were baking sweets or anything like that. But my niece was in the Little Scientist class, and she came home with a whole mess of like silly putty or something, right?
Yes, the slime.
Yeah, the slime. And that's like make your own slime kits. Is that what you guys did?
Yes, we did, and that's when it got messy. Was with all the glitter and the sparkles.
Yeah. I bet that was glitter and sparkles. Glitter's everywhere still. Do you guys still getting glitter?
There was glitter everywhere. And food coloring.
All right. So before we get into the fall community education calendar, Emily, I want to start with you. I want you to tell us: are you from Carlsbad? How'd you end up at SENMC? What's your plan after you're done with your 2 years here or longer?
So I was born and raised in Carlsbad, New Mexico. I've been going to SENMC since August of 23.
Okay.
And I graduated with my high school diploma of May of 23.
From Carlsbad High School?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, from the Enrichment Center.
Oh, okay.
So I just went straight after I got my diploma. I came here, and I've been doing classes this entire time. I did summer classes and then the other semesters, and I'm hoping to graduate with my associates in criminal justice of May of 2025.
Excellent. And what do you plan to do with that associate's degree in criminal justice?
Hopefully transfer to a 4-year college, but I'm undecided on which one that's going to be.
Were you looking to stay in the state of New Mexico, or are you looking to leave for a little bit?
I'm not too sure yet.
Okay. Well, if you stay in the state, the tuition's covered, and if you go to Eastern New Mexico University, that's where I went, so that'll make you cooler. But I really liked Eastern for sure. So criminal justice, you going to be a cop with that, a lawyer, paralegal? What's the plan?
I'm not sure. I want to pursue a career in either criminal justice or go to a 4-year college to get a degree in psychology.
Okay.
So I'm still undecided what I want to do with my degrees, but I know it has something to do with criminal justice or psychology.
Right. Well, you have time, and that means you also help people, because typically if you're in the criminal justice system, Pearson, you're probably having a hard time. So we need people to, right? We need people to help with individuals that might be having a hard time. So Pearson, same question, same story. What's going on with you?
So I was born in Alamogordo, New Mexico, but I was raised here in town. I graduated May of 2023 with my high school diploma from the Carlsbad High School. I came here. I'm currently getting my associates in criminal justice, and my plan is to transfer to a 4-year college, preferably Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to either become like a detective, or I don't know if I want to do more of like the lab work of it, but I just know I want something in the field of the criminal justice.
So you both are going for criminal justice?
Yes, sir.
Were you friends before you started going to school here?
Yes.
Even though you went to different schools
Yes.
in high school, right? So you just been friends for forever, or what? How long?
We went to middle school together, but when we had each other in classes, but we didn't really become best friends and start talking until we worked at Kaleidoscopes together.
Oh, okay. That'll do it. Right. Did you enjoy your time at Kaleidoscopes?
Yes. It was definitely a fun experience together.
What about you, Emily? Did you like it?
Yeah.
So we're still working at Kaleidoscopes?
No.
So you guys do have jobs here at the college now?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you guys do here at the college?
We are both peer mentors for the HSI department.
And how's that going? So explain what a peer mentor is. So the HSI department means that we're an Hispanic serving institution. That's what HSI stands for. And you guys also work in the grant services division as well, right?
Yes.
So really helpful division, pretty large division. They always got a bunch of young people in there. So they always have a bunch of peer mentors, right? Now, I think I know what peer mentor means, but one of you, go ahead. Somebody want to lead off. Explain it to me. What exactly do you do?
It's like a tutor, but we're not tutors. We just assist and help with just anything that you may need. We're like a buddy that could walk you through college life. If you just need somebody to check in with you to make sure you do your assignments on time, it could be as simple as that. Just as long as, or you could contact us for any information that you may need help with, and it's our job to assist.
Right. So you're just there to help and mentor somebody. So you can't be a peer mentor when you're a freshman, right? You got to be a sophomore to be a peer mentor or later?
It has to be your second semester, and I forgot the number that you have to have for your GPA, a 2.5, I believe it is. Yeah,
that's the minimum to keep the lottery scholarship too.
Yeah, in your second semester, and we kind of just help other students stay on top of their tasks and stuff like that, and point them to the resources we have available here at SENMC as well. Did
you both have peer mentors when you were freshmen?
No. But we're different types of peer mentors as well. I'm an online peer mentor, but then I also am a peer mentor for an in-person class, and I think she's a in-person peer mentor and is probably going to end up on an online class, so it's kind of like opposite.
Right, so I think peer mentoring online classes could be challenging. You're not really ever meeting the person really too much, right? You might be able to do a Zoom call or something, but you're going to meet them at a different level. So I think that when you think about it on the surface, the online students, the ones that only choose to go online, might need even more mentorship and a little more help because they're not in that college environment.
Yes, and that's just what makes the peer mentors more of the third person, because if the students need help and it's an online class, the peer mentors have to go speak to the teachers, see what their questions are and what the correct answers are, and then go back to the student and give them not the answers, but the best possible resources and information that they could find their answers for themselves.
Right. Incredibly important job. Do you feel a responsibility with that, Emily?
Yes. I feel like the peer mentoring program is also extremely beneficial because it helps you with your time management skills, and we don't just have to help you with things in like classes. If you're struggling mentally, we can help you get an appointment with honor. We can help you manage your class schedules. It's really nice to have somebody there who isn't like a teacher or someone who's like similar in your age group and also is a student kind of
relate a little bit, you know what I mean?
Dealing with the same things that you're also going through, because we are also like students as well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes it could be difficult to go to your teacher or your counselor or whoever's mentoring you as an adult when they're like older than your parents. You know what I mean? And try to have them relate on everything. It's not really possible, plus they're going to have a different take on it. You need to finish this assignment. I know that this is happening, but you need to finish this assignment. And then, the peer mentor would be like, yeah, we need to finish this assignment, but I can help you work better. So we are here about community education. I'm glad to know both of you, right? Criminal justice, we need more of that everywhere. So if you choose to be a police officer helping the criminal justice system, that'll be great. So please continue that. SENMC is a great place. You two are always here everywhere, right? And you're always attached at the hip too, because I can tell you're best friends. But I want you to speak briefly before we get into the great community education classes that we have in the fall here. I want you to tell me a little bit about what does it mean to you for you two to be here, right? Because in between class, you don't have to be here necessarily, right? You could go back home and hang out or go somewhere else and hang out. So does it mean something to be here every day to get you in that college environment, get you more psyched for school? Does it help? And why do you guys like to be here so much?
I find SENMC community very welcoming and there's people here willing to help. And there's people here willing to help not only for their own benefit, but from whether you're a criminal justice major or a nursing major, you're going to be able to connect with the people around campus. So, like, I can walk in the halls and, like, podcasting, that's not my degree. That has nothing to do with me. Yet we found a connection. Everyone here is just so welcoming and just has, like, a positive attitude, and they have that I want to help you attitude. If you can't pay for classes, you can't figure out your schedule, you're going to find someone, ask anyone in the hallways, ask anyone, and you're going to find someone willing to help you. So I feel like it's just a nice environment to be around. It's like a safe space here as well. And it's a community college, so everyone kind of knows everyone. You get to know everyone as you come. And so it's
No, that's good. That's a great explanation. Pearson, what do you have anything else? Do you echoing that? Do you have anything else to add?
I think Emily said it the best.
So it's just cool to hang out, right? It's a welcoming place. And then if you don't leave tell anybody that has struggled going to class, it's so early in the semester that nobody seems to be struggling to make it to class. But that happens later in the semester, right? If you're here, you're more likely to go to class instead of going home for an hour and a half or two, and then coming back. Once you hit that couch at the house, it's a lot harder to come back. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
and there's always something cool happening and a good vibe, and plenty of places to hang out in a corner and be left alone if you want as well, I think. But you mentioned podcasting, which is an amazing segue. Really great job, Emily. Thank you for segueing into what we're talking about today, which is the Community Education Fall Calendar. So you two are taking academic classes, you're working towards your career, but this community college is exactly what it means. It's for the community. You do not have to enroll in academic classes if you don't want to be a part of the SENMC community, which I've recently heard was called SENMAC. That is news to me. It doesn't roll off the tongue for me yet, but I'm trying. SENMAC, SENMC, right? SENMAC is what the acronym is they're trying to say. Do you like that at all on the surface?
To be honest with you, no.
Fair enough. Kirsten, what do you think?
I feel like we could come up with something a lot more catchier.
I think it would be cool with like SENMIC, right? So or Mix-Sen. That'd be cool if we had the MC first, so it could be like McDonald's, right? SENMIC or something, but it's not working out for me very well. But so we'll start with community education with a podcasting class. I do personally teach this podcasting class. It's also an opportunity for somebody to be to have a radio show or be on the radio if they'd like as well, because they're both one and the same. It starts September 24th. It's from 6 to 7 p.m. for 8 weeks. And by the end of that class, you will have season 1, episode 1 of your podcast completed, put online, as well as aired on the radio station, because we must follow all FCC guidelines. And then we also don't want any bad language on our podcast connected to the college either, right? So this will be the third time we've been teaching this class. It's been pretty successful. So if anybody out there is very interested, you just need to come to the college or email Maria. And that's the key to the rest of this interview, is Maria Quintana is the key, even though she couldn't make it today. If you are interested in taking a community education class, you need to see Maria Quintana, right? So that's mquintana@senmc.edu. I don't know her phone number. Just email her. I actually don't know her phone number, but that's going to be okay. You can contact us. Here it is at 575-234-9268, right? And then you can come visit us, and then you can take some of these classes. So Emily, I see you're looking at the calendar there, and you had some experience working with young people. And so one of the first things on our community calendar, which is also on the website. What's the website, Pearson?
SENMAC?
No, yeah.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the school's website. Yeah. What do you know what our website is? I'm asking. Do you know what the college's website is?
SENMC.edu.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. It is a very straightforward question. So go to senmc.edu.
Yes.
On the top right-hand corner, click on quick links, and then it's community education. The calendar's right there. You can download the calendar. But I think it's a great thing for individuals in the community, especially if you have young siblings or, like my case, the niece. We need something to do with my niece during the week. You can do, if you're 8 years old and up, you can do spooky baking and seasonal crafts. Which are you guys going to help with any of those this year?
I'm going to ask her because we had a lot of fun.
Did you? What did you like the most about it?
Well, I mean, the activities were very hectic because you're dealing with little kids and glitter and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you grow a bond with these children, and you have fun activities yourself. I mean, when everyone went home, I made some slime as well.
Do you still have it, or is it gone?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
I pawned it off to the kids in the Spanish class because we went and helped with that. But it's a nice feeling to be able to, help children, and they're happy about it, and you're getting paid to make slime. I mean, it sounds fun. And then plus not only that, but towards the end of the week, those kids would run up to you, give you a hug, know you by name. You would know them by name. And so it was a nice refresher to be able to deal with. To
make a little personal connection as well. Pearson, did you make a couple personal connections?
Oh yeah, of course. Your niece personally.
Okay.
She likes me, thankfully, and I liked her a lot. But I feel like the best part is not just seeing their faces, but their little smiley little faces, but the joy on their face, just making the mess just brings so much joy to them. I feel like.
Did you enjoy cleaning up the mess? Did you have to clean up too?
Yes.
After all the students, after all the kids,
we still find glitter in some places, but.
So let's go down the list real quick. So the best thing to do is to go on the website, senmc.edu, and see what they are. You can download this calendar really easy, but we are going to run through these, and I want each person to kind of read them down. So we'll start with Pearson on the first page. Don't worry about the date or anything. I just want to be able to list the classes that we're offering because you can go to the website to find out when those classes start. Earliest class starts like September 16th, so you've got some time to sign up anyways.
So there will be some spooky baking from ages about eight and up.
Okay, and who is that instructor here?
The instructor is...
Do you know her, Mariah Hernandez?
Yeah, I think.
I'm pretty sure we do. I
Yeah.
think it's one of those
I'm
to where if
pretty
you
sure
saw
I
her
do.
face, you would know specifically. But you should call her probably Miss Hernandez or something, right, as students?
I am so sure I've seen her before and
Okay.
I know who she is.
Perfect. So spooky baking's for ages 8 and up. That's obviously, that speaks for itself, right? You're going to make Halloween cookies, basically, right? What else do we have, Pearson?
We have wreath making from ages 16 and up, and the instructor for that one is the community education instructor.
Wow. And who is that going to be? Maria? Is Maria a wreath making instructor? I think she might be. All right. What's the next one we have?
We also have seasonal crafts, ages 8 and up, and
Okay.
the instructor is CE instructor.
Also, it's going to be one of the instructors that we have. It might end up being one of you two, actually. I think you've been instructors, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we even had a little clapping system going. We were teachers for 4 days.
Yeah, so children will immerse themselves in the world of creativity, making unique fall and winter crafts that will delight and inspire. Each session is 1 hour long and packed with fun hands-on activities designed to celebrate the fall and winter seasons. So look, that's October 7th, October 9th, December 9th, and December 11th. So that's perfect for the Halloween decorations, and it's also perfect for the Christmas decorations. So you bring your 8-year-old to probably 14 and you have fun crafts, right? I can see you two totally helping with that. That's the age group that you help, right? Mm-hmm. Now the wreath making's ages 16 and up because that's a little probably more sophisticated. It takes a little more time, a little more developed. And then we have a fall baking class, which is 16 and up, taught by the same instructor that's doing spooky baking. So we have a younger person-oriented class, right? And then we also have an older person-oriented class, get a little more, little more technical with our baking skills. That's a good question that I just thought of, actually, that I haven't asked yet. Are you two bakers? Can you two cook?
I personally cannot. I'm more of a cooker
What does
than
that
a
mean?
baker.
Okay,
I
cooker.
cook like burgers on the grill,
Yeah.
on the stovetop, but anything in the oven, it's a hit or miss if it'll come out right.
Okay. Emily, what about you?
I can make some mean chocolate covered strawberries.
All right. So you can melt some. Do you actually melt chocolate, or do you just use the Hershey's chocolate to do it?
I use a little candy melts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's high class.
I feel like, and with cake decorating as well, because at Kaleidoscopes I did a bunch of cake decorating, so I'm a good decorator.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I don't feel like baker.
Respect. That's good. That's excellent. I don't do any of that. I made some pasta last night, actually, which only takes 2 minutes. And then I'm good at the grill. I'm actually a really good grill person. But we move on. We have some kid camps this summer. One that I think that people might want to be interested in. Emily, you want to tell us what that one is?
The Royal Tea Party.
Okay, so that's
what caught my eye.
Yeah, the Royal Tea Party. So why did the word royal catch your eye?
Because it means you get to dress up in fun dresses
Okay.
and
Excellent.
drink tea.
So if you're interested in the Royal Tea Party, it's 4 hours long, so it's like an afternoon. There's 4 offerings that we're having this fall. September 16th, September 23rd, September 30th, and also October 7th. It's on a Monday from 4:30 to 5 p.m. So actually they want you to make all 4 of those. Is that your understanding? 4 different tea parties. You sign up for 4 tea parties for $30, for $40?
Yeah, but I want to know how far the ages 5 and up.
All
Goes.
the way up. All the way. I mean,
I'll see you there.
yeah. So 5-year-old all the way to 105-year-old if you wanted, right? Or 95-year-old. I think I'd like to go to a tea party when I'm 95. Right? I mean, why wouldn't you?
We'll see you there.
Yeah, there you go. You guys will be 60. All right. We also have Introduction to Guitar, ages 6 and up. So if you know somebody that's interested in learning the guitar at all, this would be a great opportunity for them to do that. It's 4-hour course, 4 different days. That would be a great introduction. Do either of you like to play guitar?
I like to play music, but I can't play the guitar.
I would like to if I knew how.
I have no interest in learning the guitar at all. I don't even want to do
Really?
it. No, I don't care. I'm good without it. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not very musical either. So when I was in the 7th grade, I took band and I played the drums and I got a D.
Percussion. You got a
Yeah, how do you get a D playing the drums? I must have refused to play them. I don't really remember what I did, but I didn't do anything great. That's for sure. Still in the kids camp, moving on, we have art. So students will learn drawing, painting, all that stuff. You can find that on senmc.edu. I think a real exciting one is going to be the 4-day STEM boot camp, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math, as important as that is. So that's 12 and up. Day 1, Lego engineering. That would be fun. Day 2 is robotic fun. Day 3 is a bunch of challenges. And then day 4, it'll be an interactive activity book. That is an hour long each day, Monday through Thursday, starting October 7th. I think that would be worth it if you want to get your child interested in STEM. And each of these have subcategories. So now we're moving on to lifelong learning and academic growth. Who wants to read that one?
I think you should.
Oh, because the first one is,
Podcasting.
okay, yeah. So the very first one on this list is Introduction to Podcasts. I am asking that your age is 15 and up. But everybody wants a podcast. But I think everybody's a little nervous how to get started. You cannot have a famous podcast if you don't ever do one podcast. You know what I mean? The chances of any of us being Joe Rogan famous is probably not really going to happen. You know what I mean? But we can create a following regionally, and you can share what you're interested in via podcast so people can find it. We have a great time at that course. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm interested in this next one personally. It's Introduction to Italian.
She's Italian.
You are Italian.
Yes, actually.
What's your Italian last name?
Actually, it's my last name is not my last name, but it's German.
Okay.
It's
You can say it if you want.
Rodenbaugh.
Rodenbaugh. Okay. All right. So that does not sound Italian, but you obviously have Italian heritage. Do you speak any Italian?
No. That is one thing I wanted to learn, but everyone's been telling me it's easier to learn Italian if you already know Spanish.
Yeah.
So I took Spanish. Got to take Spanish again.
Okay. Right. So I went to Italy in August. I just got back, right? I was there for 15 days, and I was practicing on Duolingo. And I got okay. I had a couple of conversations, no complete sentences, but a couple of conversations with like a cab driver and stuff. And I knew a few words to like fake it, I guess. So I'm very interested in this. But I don't know who the instructor is going to be yet, but it's $100 for all the classes. It's 12 hours long. So in 12 hours for $100, you could probably get pretty good at reading Italian. Specifically, join our Intro to Italian Language class for beginners and learn basic vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar through interactive activities. By the end, you'll be able to hold simple conversations and understand the culture.
She already took a picture.
Picture, oh yeah, so you can sign up. Yeah, 16 and up on that. That sounds like a pretty intensive introduction to Italian. I'm actually impressed by that. Now, my wife is also Italian, so you guys can think something in common, I guess. All right, what else do we got?
We have office and computer skills for ages 18 and up.
Structure to be determined. This one's interesting. Go ahead and read the next one for me.
The next one is going to be home organization workshop for ages 16 and up.
All right, who here, show of hands, probably needs some home organization?
I gotta go. I gotta go all of a sudden.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm incredibly organized. I'm OCD. I don't have an issue with that, but I can see how that could be helpful. Since so many people do work from home now as well, it might be really good to get some knowledge on how to manage that personal plus workflow while you're at the house as well. I can see that. Let's move on a little bit quicker. This course is always popular and it's been happening for many, many semesters. The Zumba class, all right, that's 16 and up. They do sweat. I don't know. I don't see as many smiles on the way out, right? So the description says, get ready to sweat, smile, and dance your way to a healthier you. All right. So everybody that does that class is totally sweating at the end. They're definitely getting healthier, but I don't see many smiles at the end of that class. They're worn out to nothing. But Sarah Cage is a really, really great instructor. I've seen her multiple times. She teaches a really fun Zumba class. So if you're interested in doing that, this would be the one to take. I wouldn't sleep on that at all. What do we got next, Emily? Tell me what the next one is.
We have yoga for ages 16 and up. Also, instructor Sarah Cage.
Right. So she's a certified yoga instructor, certified Zumba instructor, and she's been working with us a lot. So that's really great. And then this is a new one this year, this holistic stress relief workshop. I actually find that very interesting. Shauna Hicks, I know her. She's like a certified Reiki instructor and stress relief instructor. There's like a whole program you can go through. She really works on that really hard. So she seems to be doing well on that. So stress relief, combination of ancient wisdom and modern techniques. I think that would be really interesting. I always need more inner peace and balance. I'm always jumping around from one day to the next, right? Let me ask both of you all when it comes to like mental health in college, right? it's just not the students that you got to worry about the mental health. It's also us adults as well, right? Because life is stressful all the time. That doesn't go away just because you get older, right? You have negative events that happen. Have you guys, is this place supportive enough for you where you're holding up, or have you had some really stressful situations?
I feel like there are stressful situations. They have resources here on campus to where if it ever gets too much and you do need somebody to talk to, we do have a therapist
right.
and stuff. But at the moment, I feel like you just got to, it's your time management and how you go by completing these things, like your homework and everything that's going on at home. And if you're able to manage those accordingly, then I feel like everything should be fine.
I think there's always some good tips. We do a mind control session here like 4 times a year, right, with Honor Medina, with the counselor, the therapist we have on staff. And those are great sessions to help you just remember to slow down and think twice sometimes before you react to something, or if you're disappointed. So I think like these little tips on how to like relieve your stress on your own, even just a couple of minutes, is always a really good thing. Because if I'm doing college level math or college level English, even as somebody that works at a college, that stuff really gets to me sometimes. You know what I mean? And I don't think I'm alone on that.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I was like, sometimes I just need to chill, right? One way that some people relax, segueing right into the next topic here, right? Some way that people like to relax and relieve stress would be weaving. Have either of you weaved anything before?
No, we tried to make charm bracelets last weekend and it failed miserably, so.
Well, that's a nice charm bracelet you went. Is that the one you made?
I had to finish it on my own time.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yes.
all right, so you couldn't do it during the
No.
class time, but at least you gained the knowledge to do it afterwards. So Pearson's came through, yours didn't make it.
No, I gave up.
Okay, fair enough. And this is another thing about community education courses. They're a great low-cost way to try something you think you might be interested in, right? And if you're not interested in it, at least you tried and now you know. You know what I mean? So you're like, I'm not going to weave a bracelet anymore, and that's cool, right? So also sewing for beginners. If anybody would like to learn how to sew, this would be a great place. We have plenty of sewing machines, and there's all these little tips and tricks on how to really get that thread through that tiny needle, which I can never do. It's a real pain in the butt. So my entire life, I always went to Grandma's house, and I said, Grandma, I need stuff sewed, right? And she did really good. But now Grandma, she's still doing really great, but she's not sewing anymore, which is okay. That's just part of aging. But I need a new sewer because I can't do it myself, right? So it's just too much for me. And then you can also crochet. So beginning crochet as well. And then that's going to be the full list of classes. We rush through those. Anybody that's listening, thanks for paying attention a little bit. But the best thing that you should be doing is going to senmc.edu, go to the community education under quick links, type in Google SENMC community education, and it'll lead you right there, right? We don't need to do anything too special. Kirsten and Emily, I want you guys to finish off this episode. Thank you for coming on. I hope I didn't make you too nervous. You guys both did very, very well. I hope to have you on again more. If there's ever any radio show you guys want to do, if you guys want to do a radio show talking about fast food, I'd let you do it. You know what I mean? Because I could talk about fast food all day too. I know you two are a bit of a fast food hounds, so we'll talk about that at some point in the future. But thank you all. But I want you guys to close. Right? Emily, we'll start with you. Pearson, you'll pretty much get the last word. Just go ahead and sum up what SENMC is, and I want, more importantly, what was your experience working with community education? That's what I want you to sum it up with. You did a lot of community education work this summer. You guys kept busy around all summer. This place was dead mostly, except for that. So tell me just give me an overall feeling of what it was like to work with the young people and get them into college for the first time.
Well, I did a bunch of classes, like you said, the Little Scientists. We kind of helped out with the Spanish here and there and was running around. Also with like having to do a summer bridge and stuff. But with community education, not only was it fun for us because, going around and helping little kids make slime with glitter is fun, but it was also just being able to see them like really, we had instructions for them, and they not only made something fun and went home and got to take something home, but they also interacted with their friends, made new friends, and also learned some things. They really learned how to measure things. We made them little instruction sheets and stuff. But I feel like the main thing that was the most rewarding to see is how SENMC and community education really gives back to the community. It really brought all of these kids together. You had young kids, you had older kids, and you could just see them all helping together. It brought us together, and we're not even part of community education, and
right,
it brought
that's
us
true.
together to see everyone. It just, having those classes like that not only gives the parents a break, but it gives the students a way to become familiar with the school so that they aren't so scared or nervous if they do end up coming here to SENMC later in the future. and it gives just a really good way for SENMC to be more involved with the community, so everyone has a sense of belonging here.
Right. Excellent. So Kirsten, tell us what working for community education and SENMC meant for you.
It meant a great deal to me by seeing the looks on the kids' face change. They weren't very happy to come in, but then when they left with all the slime and they realized that they weren't just there to learn and just to get filled with more information and leave. They were there just to have some fun and relax, and I feel like that just meant everything to me and the kids as well. So I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it next summer as well.
I think that's a great explanation. There is not a better example of two individuals at this college that would want to make the community come here, right? You guys are really open, really, really great presence around the college. It gives that young college vibe that we're shooting for, and you both are exactly right. Southeast New Mexico College is for Eddy County and everything that we do here in Eddy County. We're glad that you're a part of it. We're only going to continue to do that. So the sentiment that you guys are saying, what you're catching is really true, right? And because that's what's happening. So the community should come check us out. Bring your little ones here, check out community education, or convince somebody that doesn't have that extra education to come and get it, right? So that's all I got today. Kirsten, Emily, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
You're listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889.